Welcome back to the channel. Now, the people are saying, how is it that the state wants a retrial in the Vybz Kartel matter? One of the longest trials that have ever taken place in Jamaican judicial history, when the Keith Clark murder trial has been adjourned until April 29 amidst a jury shortage. Keep in mind, it's not a case where the state is attempting to retry an individual or a group of individuals that have already had a trial, had an appeal, and have had their murder conviction quashed by the UK Privy Council. Meaning, say, this is not a case where everybody know about. This is just a case, a murder trial. And them I say them already have issues with the jury, a shortage of jurors. Now, for those who don't know who Keith Clark is, now, Keith Clark was killed in 2010 at his Kirkland Close home in Red Hills, St. Andrew, during a search by security forces for the country's most wanted criminal at the time, Christopher Dodos Coke. It is said that Mr. Clark was shot more than 20 times by the JDF. So this took place at a time where the security forces were in search for Dodos Coke, one of Jamaica's most famous underworld characters. Everybody know Garden, everybody know Dodos. And everybody know what took place when an extradition order was signed by the Jamaican state and an attempt was made to capture and arrest Dodos Coke, which eventually did happen. So now they might try the soldiers who went to Keith Clark's home. We don't know where them get the information from. We don't know what took place there. And his life was taken. It was controversial at the time. And now that the murder trial is starting, the defense has presented some immunity certificates. And the whole thing are going. But the reason why the trial itself has been adjourned until and next date is because there's a shortage in jurors. So people are saying that this situation now, when submissions are to be heard as to whether or not there should be a retrial in the Vybz Kartel situation. People are saying, how is it that the state want a retrial when this case, at the first, this case with Keith Clark, I got to trial, and there's already a shortage of jurors, and people are saying a Vybz Kartel situation, you might have to have special jurors, even though that has not been confirmed by the court. We don't hear the court say you're gonna need special jurors. People are say, keep in mind that this is a case everybody know, and keep in mind the murder conviction itself was quashed because of the same jury situation. Alleged bribery took place, and the same jury was allowed to deliberate on the murder trial. The UK has said that now, no way. It's not in the UK, they not do it in the US, they not do it in Europe, and they must say it will not be done in the Vybz Kartel case either. Now the people must say, Vybz Kartel and his co-accused have been behind the bars for a whole heap of years. Isn't that enough? Keeping in mind that this should have not been done by the state, and it happened. Keep in mind that the trial was appealed, and the appeal court, the same appeal court now, we're going to hear submissions on whether or not there should be a retrial. Them did know we're going, and them still never said nothing. It took the UK and the Privy Council to say, no, I wonder if you have the same jury. It's almost like them say this is a lawyer thing, this is a justice or a judicial law 101. The jury for change. It's almost like them say, yo, how? Most of the judges I talk to the attorneys about what take place. They must say, yo, how was this even possible? How was this allowed to occur? There was Bert who said to the media that Well, prosecution knew. The prosecution then said to the media, well, the defense also knew. That kind of he say, she say. Overall scenario is though, this blunder happened on the part of the state. Some people are saying the argument or the prosecution that put forward is that seeing that this was an error that took place, they might look forward for the opportunity to correct the mistakes made. Some people are saying, keep in mind, we are talking about people's freedom. It go deeper than just a mistake on paper. I've put people through that ordeal again. Some people have mixed views on it. Some people also say it's a major waste of resources. See, there are already high profile cases before the court. Some of them they haven't reached trial stage yet. Attorneys still try to get bail, prosecution still try stop those individuals from getting bail. It not reach the trial stage yet. The case with Keith Clark reached trial stage and there's a jury shortage. So imagine what go on with them other cases. Situation might be the same. And then we've had a Vybz Kartel retrial. And keep in mind, a situation already take place with the jury where the murder conviction itself was quashed, overturned. It not seem as easy as just, yes, retrial. But, as stated by the appeal court, June 10th, they must say, they must start your submissions. And whether or not, there will be a retrial. They already say, it'll be for 5 days. And of course, that submission hearing will not require a jury at the appeal court. The appeal court no work with a jury. Just a 3-judge tribunal. And then they make the decision. So, the jury not going to be needed. So even though there's a shortage of jury, that not going to have nothing to do with the case submissions. Jury not going to need it. There might be attorneys that talk directly to the judges. Now, clearly it has been confirmed that Bert Samuels will be representing Sean Storm. He has represented Sean Storm in the past and look like he might continue to do so. With regards to Vybz Kartel and the other co-accused, we don't know. We don't know yet. Of course, we can say this. See what took place on the initial trial, appeal stage and Privy Council. Nothing will be spared. And the best attorneys for the situation will be present for the situation. No confirmation if Isaac Buchanan will be a part of the attorneys representing for even the submission. Of course, seeing the victory that took place at the UK Privy Council, people want Isaac Buchanan to be a part of the legal team. But we don't know if he might be. We don't know if he will not. Clearly, statements from the defense is that they don't believe there will be any retrial given. They don't see a reason why one will be given, seeing all that will take place, seeing all the other cases that are currently before the court, the whole of that. They must say at this point, them feel like the state would rather to not have a retrial than for have one. To the amount of resources we're going to take for facilitate a retrial, the fact say there's a jury shortage now. And that case with Keith Clark, or in the murder trial of Keith Clark, it is very important, seeing that there's a case against members of the JDF and seeing that the defense has already presented immunity certificates saying that they should be immune from any type of charges being members of the JDF. But talk to me. Tell me anything. If you're new to the channel as I pass through, click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course, put it on all. And this is how you know we'll be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and a share. And tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them to check all the channel, check all the reasoning, and also join the discussion. Of course, my sentiments to you and yours, if you want to live, love, and prosper, if you want to stay tuned until we reason again. Don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section.